Now, listen, we know Teofimo Lopez was a beast at 135. My question is Teofimo an elite fighter at 140?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think all these guys know it. So when they're talking, if you notice, now that I came into the division, more people talking about 140. A lot of people talking smack now. Prograis is now starting to talk more. You know what I mean? Like Regis is starting to talk more. He's always been that type, but no one really got him out that comfort zone, you know? But I talk my shit too, and he know that. So when that time come, I'm a real dog too, you know, when it comes to everything. And I just think that when it comes to stylistic fights and everything, I'm too fast for these guys. They're too forward. They're so easy to figure out, man. And I just can't wait to display that when we get these fights going. I am that guy. I am that guy. I am the best. You know, forget the rest. And fuck all these guys at 140 because they ain't got shit on Teofimo.
I miss the old Teofimo Lopez because this new one is on straight delusional mode. I wonder if Teofimo Lopez know that he's actually on the redemption plan. You know, he needs to work his way back into the light versus thinking that he's someplace that he's not. You know, he still has to answer and he still has to redeem himself for basically not only spawning George Kambosos into the world to release his annoying antics on the rest of us, but the fact that he got dropped by that man and he lost to that man. Somebody that nobody knew, somebody that most people looked at as a cherry pick, you know, he lost to him. On top of, he didn't want to revenge that loss, even though George Kambosos offered it. And to add on top of that, we don't want to see another situation where he's talking up a whole heap of stuff like he did with Devin Haney.
What happened to the meeting with Bob? 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 What happened to the meeting with...
Then he goes on to say that, you know, he will fight Devin Haney, and he shook on it in front of the entire world. Then 3 days later, he get right back on camera saying he's ball hogging. He's not listening to nobody. This is his Kobe year, and he gonna do what he want, and everybody else need to catch up. So when he talks about the people at 140 and Progress, especially, you have to understand that you're coming from the low end, not the high end. So how can you be that guy, you know, coming off of, I'm gonna put it like this. If you're only good as your last hit, then that tells you where Teofimo Lopez is coming from. So you can't prop yourself up high when you're digging yourself up out the mud and then try to crap on everybody else. But like I always say, you know, talking all that stuff, it sounds good. You know, everybody doing a whole lot of talking. I don't know why you would try to shit on the people at 140 when these are the people that you got to make your name against. So if they're nothing and you fight these nothing, that leaves you with nothing. You know, that's the thing about trying to crap on everybody, and especially a division that you're just now getting in and you don't run at all. But you got a whole lot of talk. And Regis Prograis believes he'll hurt Teofimo Lopez and put him in the hospital.
So I don't really be trying to I really be trying to hurt my opponents, like, for real. So that's why I don't like people. Somebody asked me about an interview yesterday. They were saying, like, why you don't like beef with people and stuff? Because I don't want to, bro. Because, like, listen, when I fight people, I really want to hurt you. Like, I really do. Like, I really want to hurt them. So, like, Teo talking shit, and like, I'm cool. I'm a little cool with Teo, bro. Like, you know, me and Teo them been in the same room together and all that stuff, you know. But I really feel like I hurt him, like, and hurt him bad, to where like he'll really be messed up. Like, for real, like he's going to the hospital type of shit. But
I'll tell you this, people want to see it. You know, he can skip all that rah-rah talk, I'm the best, I am that guy. If you are that guy, show you are that guy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and try to set up a fight with Progress. That's an interesting fight. I would love to see it. Don't just talk it, walk it. Because when it was time for you to walk it with Devin Haney, you talked it, but didn't follow through with it. You know, and I think mental issues is a big thing going on with Teofimo Lopez. I actually think he should stop boxing because I don't think he should take no more hits to the head. That's my honest opinion. Something this kid has lost. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he can regain it or get it back, or it's something that could even be fixed. But at this point, there's no room to talk, especially when the whole world's seeing you duck out on Devin Haney. You basically ducked out on your rematch. You didn't want a rematch Vasily Lomachenko. I'm not too mad at that, you know, because people don't set up rematches clauses. You know, that's pretty much on them. But nonetheless, you got a lot of talk about everybody who's currently in boxing is doing better than you. You want to talk about Javante, but he's doing better than you. You want to talk about Shakur Stevenson, but he's doing better than you. You want to talk about Regis Prograis, but he's doing better than you. So all these people that you judging and that you talking about is in better standings than you right now. You know, and he has a lot to talk about people, but nothing to say about people who actually need to be criticized. So while he's out there criticizing somebody, you know, somebody that you won't see him criticize, he'll talk stuff about Spence. He'll talk stuff about Wilder. He'll talk stuff about Shakur. He'll talk stuff about Devin Haney. He'll talk stuff about Regis Prograis, claiming he want to make boxing great and he want to be the example of boxing and all this other stuff. And like I say, it sounds good, but somebody you never hear him talk about. Why don't you talk about Canelo giving people the fights that they want? Since you talk about making boxing great again and you using all these people as example, why not take the guy that's named as the so-called face of boxing? If he ain't performing on the level in which you're talking about and he's at the top of the sport, shouldn't that be one of the first people that you judge or say something against? But yeah, he ain't got nothing to say. Tell him to fight Bivol again. You know, make boxing great, right? You know, tell him to fight David Benavidez. Tell him to give the fans the fights that they want to see. But Tio ain't got nothing to say on that, but he got something to say about everybody else. I'm going to let you connect the dots on that one. You know, but Teofimo Lopez at one time, he was promising. You know, entertaining. He knows what to do in front of a camera. And when he's on, he's on. You know what I'm saying? He just ain't been right since he, you know, hooked up with the wrong people. But you're not in a position to talk down on anybody is basically the point of this whole message. Until you do something that's actually worth talking about. Until you have fought somebody that's actually worth talking about. You on your way building yourself back into the light. You have no reason to think that you stand over or above anybody else. Especially not nobody like Javante Tank Davis. You know? And notice, he got something to say about Shakur because he's born. Him and Devin Haney's born. You know what I'm saying? So I take it he would favor a guy's style like Regis Prograis. But yet he got something to say about Regis Prograis. So that don't make no sense. So when you got a guy that is throwing haymakers, that, you know what I'm saying, that is about that, or is so-called entertaining, you shit on him too. And then the technical boxers, you shit on them. So like I said, I'm curious of what he actually thinks about somebody like Canelo Alvarez, somebody that he never talks about. If he want to make it great and be all that stuff that he says, the main person that you got behind, the one that you was buddy with, the one that you stand next to when you sit up there claiming that you're undisputed and stuff like that, it's one of the main ones fucking up the sport. Yet you ain't got one damn thing to say about him. Isn't that interesting? Like I said, I hope Teofimo Lopez could get back to where he was because, like I said, I like the kid. It's just that this version running around here is operating like an idiot and he's delusional. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I wish the old Teofimo Lopez would come back, shut up, and just take care of his damn business. Because as of right now, he kind of acted like Eddie Hearn a little bit. And that means since Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua lost and Canelo lost, Eddie Hearn's been going around basically shitting on everybody. I'm not saying what some of the shit that Eddie Hearn's saying is not true, because it is, but it just looks like he's sour at the end of the day about his situation. So he's going around shitting on everybody else's situation. That's the same shit it looked like Teofimo Lopez is doing at the end of the day. And the only thing he need to redeem himself is take care of that shit in the ring. Get somebody that people been wanting you to fight. You can go ahead and try to fight Devin Haney, something you should try to do anyway, because it's right there for you. You know that he'll accept the fight if you're willing to do 135 again. But then again, you told him to chase you up at 140. You know what I'm saying? So that's another instance of him not walking it like you talk to. But anyways, that's just my opinion on this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.